viewers, welcome to Health and Lifestyle Series episode number 5. In this episode, let us learn some interesting information on how to overcome laziness. We have done a detailed research about this and came up with a 4-square pattern which will amaze you with interesting tips. So each square has 5 tips and we have divided into 4 which we will come across accordingly. Before that, let us get into scientific research. What does it say? Let us go one by one. Number 1. As per the study made by the Journal of Health Psychology, people with high cognitive engagement are found to be 30% less physically active than those who engage less in cognitive tasks. This suggests that individuals with higher intelligence may gravitate toward mental activities rather than physical ones, leading to a more sedentary behavior. Research number 2. As per research published in Neuropsychology, the brain is wired to conserve energy using about 20% of the total body's energy. This mechanism encourages laziness, especially in situations where there is no immediate reward. The brain favors minimizing effort as a survival strategy to conserve resources. Research number 3. According to a study by the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology, individuals were 40% more likely to engage in lazy behavior when a task offered little immediate reward. This supports the idea that laziness can be a rational response where people prioritize energy conservation over unnecessary effort when the outcome doesn't justify the exertion. So according to this 3 research, it's very clear that globally laziness is becoming a big trouble. So now we got the trouble. What is the solution and how can we define that? So let us get into this 4-square pattern and let's analyze how it will be useful in our life. So this is the pattern which we have designed. First one, mindset and motivation. The second pattern, energy management. Third pattern, time and environment. And fourth is behavioral changes. Now with this, let us drive each and every pattern. Let's go mindset and motivation. Number 1, define your why. First, understand for what reason you need to do some activity, whether it is required now and why it is required. If it is not required, you can absolutely discard it. So you can analyze, self-analyze whether this thing you need to do. Like for example, after dinner, it's like already 10 p.m. If you really want to go for a walk that time, or you can avoid it. Better you can go in the morning or make the arrangements accordingly. So you have to understand why and what is the purpose of doing that activity. If you don't feel it required, discard it so that you can save your energy. Number 2, set small goals. Obviously, what happens is like when we set longer goals, it becomes so huge and so burdened that we can't achieve that. So the smart way is to break it in small goals like 5%, 10%, break it in smaller goals. Then one fine day will reach ultimately to the final goals. So when we look at small goals, we feel that okay, it is easy task to complete. But when we look at longer goal, we may feel a little bit laziness. So it's better we break into smaller goals in order to ultimately achieve the long-term goal. So this is number 2. Now next, number 3. Visualize success. Whenever you feel something, like for example, if you want to construct a building, always visualize that, okay, after I complete, this will be the ultimate picture of my entire hard work. So if you visualize that, if you visualize a building that you're going to complete after 6 months or 7 months, visualize it. So that will mentally create a picture within you and that will generate energy which will make you to drive each and every day and which will avoid laziness as well. Number 4, stop perfectionism. Always don't look for perfection. Like look at consistency. Like if you're doing something, see the progress. If you're able to move towards gradually, that's fine, no problem. But don't look for perfection. And it's not that, like for example, if you're going for fitness, it's not that every day you need to do. You can do in alternative days as well. So you don't need to look for perfection. Look for consistency. Look that you are always moving ahead. If you're moving, that's more than enough. Don't look for perfection. Number 5, adopt a growth mindset. Believe in yourself. Try to feel that, okay, you're learning something new. Each and every day feel like a student. Unless and until you feel like a student, it's very difficult because when we say we know everything, that means actually we don't know anything. We need to keep our mind half empty always. So when we keep our mind half empty, definitely we can feed new information. When there is some challenge or hiccups, we can get into that and we can achieve it. Now let us look at the second pattern of the square, which is energy management. Let's go one by one. Number one, stay hydrated. We often used to have various type of beverages, but we tend to forget to consume water. Ensure that you consume most of the time water. If you're in a workplace, have a bottle next to you so that whenever you feel that you should consume it. Even if you don't feel absolute thirsty, try to consume water. That will preserve energy for you and it will avoid to be lazy. So when you consume water in excess, that will give much more energy and it will always store in your body as well to fuel your body to give more energy in terms of avoiding laziness. So always consume water. Number two, eat light and healthy. When we eat too much, definitely we feel that too laziness. So it's better we eat light and healthy as well. It's very important to eat only healthy items. When we eat light and healthy, we can certainly feel more energized and to avoid laziness. Number three, prioritize sleep. Try to be early to bed. So much early to bed is better. Try to adapt for 8 hours sleep. If you fit into 8 hours sleep pattern, it will be wonderful and it can overcome laziness very easily. Next, exercise regularly. Ensure that you do some kind of workout like it can be walking, it can be jogging, it can be cycling. If you're getting into gym, that's highly recommended. But do some regular exercise, at least 30 minutes. If you can't do every day, it's fine. Do at least in alternative days. This will help you a lot. Number five, practice deep breathing. At least 10 to 15 minutes a day, which will be much more required. So what you can do is alternatively, one day you can do exercise and next day you can do deep breathing. So when you do meditation with deep breathing, that's wonderful. That will purify your body and soul. And that's a wonderful remedy which many doctors have already suggested. Now let's go into the next pattern. Time and environment. Number one, use the 2-minute rule. When you feel that this activity you can complete within 2 minutes, just hit that, complete that, don't postpone it. If you keep postponing it, then you will be accumulated with a lot of stuff and you will be obviously burdened. So when you feel that if you can complete this activity within 2 minutes, just complete then and there so that you will not be overburdened. So ensure that any activity within 2 minutes, please complete then and there. Number two, create a to-do list. It's obvious that we forget many things because we used to do a couple of stuffs in a day. It's better to write it down, even in a shorthand, like what you're going to do, if you're going for walking, if you're going to have a meeting. So whatever it is, if you write down, even in case you forget, it will remind us. And we don't need to waste our energy by remembering these stuff. So we can use those energy in different aspects. So always write a to-do list that will be helpful to you. Number three, eliminate distractions. Try to avoid technology, particularly during sleeping time, because once we start using technology items in the sleeping time, it will prolong our sleeping. For example, if you're getting to bed at 9 p.m., by using it, it can go 9:30, 10 o'clock. It will distract our sleep. You can use it to a limit, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, fine, but not for longer hours. If you do that, that will distract your sleep and it can tend to create laziness. Next, set a timer. For any activity, like if you're going for a walk, you can set that, okay, I will be going for a walk for 20 minutes. I'll be spending time with my friends for 30 minutes. Have a timer so that it will be very calculative and you will get energized to do certain activities on a proactive basis. So you have next to next activities which will keep you engaged. So that will avoid boredom and avoid laziness as well. Number five, change your environment. If you feel like, on a workstation, if you feel something boring, change the mindset. Change the ambience, you will feel better. Even at home, change the look of the home. You will feel some change and you will get energized to do some new activities. So this is the third pattern. Now let us get into the pattern number four. Behavioral changes. Number one, start with the easiest task. When you have like 10 activities, try to complete the easiest task first. The reason is when you choose the hardest task, it will take long time, you may get boredom and you will get lazy enough to complete all the tasks. So what you can do is smartly complete the easiest task first. Like for example, out of 10, 3 tasks, then finish it first so that you will feel confident within yourself. So when you feel that, definitely you can get into the longer terms and you can achieve that as well. Number two, reward yourself. Always try to appreciate yourself. Never expect anyone to appreciate you. Even if you do a small win, enjoy that and celebrate that small win. So if you do a cooking well, enjoy that. If you get into office early, enjoy that. Enjoy the moment. So self-appreciate. Don't expect anyone. Appreciate yourself by looking at mirror particularly. Number 3. But yeah, always have friends. It can be friends or any partner or any connection where you can share your feelings. Like if you feel burdened or if your heart feels very heavy, definitely go and share. Unless and until you share, you will feel so heavy and it will disturb your sleep, which can tend to laziness. So always share, you will feel lighten up. Number 4, turn tasks into fun. When you do certain tasks, try to make it fun. For example, when we go into fitness, into gym, we ensure that we have fun over there. We have a lot of fun and like doing naughty things. So we keep enjoying over there. So just because it is gym, it's not that we need to be serious over there. So whatever activity you do, try to have fun and be humorous. That will make you much more relaxed. And the last one, number 5, take action immediately. When you feel like doing something, don't think. Don't overthink particularly. Just do it. Let us see whatever gonna happen. If you feel something to do, just go ahead and do and don't prolong and don't wait for that. So with this 4 square, to recap, mindset and motivation, energy management, time and environment, and behavioral changes. So if we sustain these 4 squares, try to do as much as possible. We have divided very friendly into that, like each square with 5 tips. So we have total 20 tips. Try to do maximum as possible. So if you can cover all 20, you are excellent. If you can do at least 10, 15, then that's wonderful. Try to improve each and every moment or each and every day so that you can overcome at least 20 tips which we have given to you. So by doing this, definitely you can see a lot of changes in at least 2 to 3 months. Share this particularly to the people who you feel lazy enough. I have seen my friends who are so lazy enough that while watching television, in order to change the channel, they will even feel lazy to take a remote and change. So me too, I also have like so friends. Definitely I'll be sharing this information to them, and please share it to your network globally wherever you feel your people or your friends who are struggling with this laziness. Definitely you can share to them, and this will be an eye-opener for them. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was useful. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Do like if you like the content, and comment or if you can. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.